Thank you for watching another episode of Run That Back. Welcome back. It is 2020. Aladdin the Prince, the legendary Doc Walker. We will be crowning new kings of the NFL. Remember the legacy of Kobe Bryant. And should the NBA change its logo? We're going to talk about it. You know what time it is. Run it! This is another episode of Run That Back. I am Aladdin the Prince, the legendary Doc Walker sitting next to me. And this weekend, we are crowning new kings of the NFL as the Chiefs take on the 49ers. The perfect storm, Doc.
It really is.
Offense versus the best defense in the league.
And coaches, the innovation, really. You look at what's going on with Shanahan and Andy.
Right.
Both guys have had bitter outcomes in the Super Bowl. Very disappointing on both ends. So one guy's going to walk away with a ring, and the other guy, man, is not going to speak to the public.
You think it's going to be that deep?
It's hard to get over one. Having lost one, you just have no idea how it settles with you when you in the game that almost everybody alive is watching.
Wow.
You know, the magnitude of it, it starts off in high school. You know, you got your little 8,000 or 9,000 people at the community. You feel huge. You go to college, it could be 100,000, there. And now we're talking about the world, you know what I mean? And the impact of that, although you don't focus on any of that playing, but you do afterwards.
Wow. And we've never really heard the other side of like what that feels like. So being that you've been there and you've won, like you said, you've won one and you lost one, how do you cope with that pain?
Well, imagine.
And what does it feel like?
We're in Florida, Tampa, and with Epcot. So you plan on what you're going to do after the games. So I'm with your family, walking around Epcot for 8 hours, and Raider fans are giving you the finger. Because all your gear on, you got burgundy and gold on. You don't have no other stuff. It ain't like you go from the Super Bowl incognito. You in burgundy and gold. You got hogs all over you, and they walking around flipping you off, laughing. You just got to deal with it, because your family want to be at Epcot. They want to see, you just deal with it. You learn that of the 31 teams that you can get a finger to, but there's one that you just got to say,
you are the king.
It is what it is.
Well, what is your prediction? Because according to how things usually go, defense wins championships.
Yeah.
The 49ers have the better defense.
Yep, they do.
Do you believe that they will pull it off?
Well, they had a better front four. And what I look at is what Kansas City shocked me when they beat the Titans up. I didn't think you were going to stop Henry. I thought that we were going to be watching Henry.
Yeah, I did too.
The dude was El Rigo, he was OJ, he was Walter Payton, he was everybody.
Right.
And they stopped him. So their interior, to me, they got a chip on their shoulder. They remind me of our Super Bowl 17 team. Everybody thought Dallas was going, but us.
Right.
And so what Kansas City decided, well, Titans ain't going to run over us, they didn't believe it, and they stopped him.
Wow.
Okay, and so now they got a different running game. They ain't got to deal with this monster, but you got to deal with three freaks and the stretch game. And I just think if they live up to it, because the quarterback, it ain't even close. You talking about that boy 15? Man, we watching some MJ, we watching Magic, we watching all that. And then Garoppolo with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, because sitting behind Brady all those years.
So you know what I think? We should always think that the Super Bowl should be up for grabs. That's what it's all about.
It is.
You know what I mean? I just, Mahomes, I got to see him stop. I can't predict he'll be stopped.
Right.
Boy, too good for that.
Yeah.
So seeing is believing. We'll see.
Okay. You got a prediction? Score?
Yeah, but it's going to be a hell of a game.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
It's going to be a hell of a game. And if I don't wager, unless I'm in it, I bet on me. In this game, I would say Chiefs win. If I had to pick one.
Okay.
I can come right back around and go, 49ers will win. It's that close.
Right.
But for the purposes of your show and all the millions that watch this, Chiefs.
Chiefs. All right. He's going with the Chiefs. My heart is with the Chiefs, but my pocket is with the 49ers. I'm going to go with the defense by 3. Whoever wins will win by 3. That's my prediction. And, as we move on, Super Bowl is happening this weekend, but we've had a terrible loss this week. And I'm just curious how that may affect, this weekend. But remembering the life of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I've been numb all week. Monday and Tuesday was just, I don't even remember, I was blank. And caring so much about a man who had grown and transformed himself. He went from a kid in a professional environment, being thrown in from high school to the NBA. And it didn't work out great. I remember the air ball against Denver because I grew up purple and gold. But then I also saw the Mamba and the development of the Mamba and the theory, and then him get off rail and have to deal with indiscretions and have to deal with all that. And then the development of the Mamba and seeing the growth and Shaq and him and Gasol and so I watched that development and going after 5. And when a man, I call it, you know, when you're modeling a person, he modeled the great Michael Jordan.
Right. The fact that he took on the challenge to say, I'm going to be as good as Mike, and pretty much duplicated everything that you could of Mike. It just speaks to the testament to his hard work, his drive. You know, it's crazy because when I found out, I haven't played basketball in 2 years, so we just started a league, and I was playing. My phone was going off, and it's like I was seeing it in real time, and I was like, no, I can't believe it. And, you know, me being in media, everyone's asking me like, yo, is it true? What's going on? So I'm trying to find out, and I'm like, no, I don't want to believe it. And then, you know, when you hear all the different rumors and the inaccuracies as far as things that were being reported, it was just making your heart even heavier.
Yeah, it hurt, man. I got my boys calling from LA, and they were saying the 405 is shut down. I go, are y'all serious? I said, how'd you hear it? They said TMZ. I said, oh, come on.
Man. Yeah, I was like, man. Yeah.
I love TMZ for things, but not that.
Right.
And then it ended up being that Coach Thompson called me, and man, Big John said, boy, it's real. And I go, wow. And from that point on, I just come back from church feeling great at chili cook-off at the church, and I get home, and from that point on till we sit here right now, I'm like, because he and Gigi, I just loved how the Mamba philosophy was being interjected on these 13-year-old girls and how they were balling. She was a baller, and I'm watching her highlights, and I'm looking at the institution. I've seen a lot of his work, and I've followed him mentally, how he's grown, because we can all grow. So it's not something so, yeah, he's gone, but the spirit and the Mamba philosophy can improve all of us. So if you make a commitment, I'm sad, but I'm also lucky enough that we were able to see what we got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the saddest part for me is that, you know, I think we know Kobe's legacy as a basketball player, and I think just seeing his transition as far as a humanitarian and what his daughter could have possibly became. And I think that's the part that hurts the most for me.
And her girlfriends and the other people that were in there. Imagine being one of the others.
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe, and the other. That pain for their families, that's why I'm glad that everything's inclusive. It's about Kobe and all of those that were lost in that. They'll never be separated to me.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because they were in there supporting those young girls' efforts. I mean, she made a commitment to UConn, and they reached the Huskies. So she was going, and all that for me, I'm going, you know, sad, but I'm also going, now let's keep the torch going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be the best we can be at what we do,
because
and have a Mamba mindset to it. Just not be mediocre.
The biggest thing that I've always taken away from Kobe is his wanting to be perfect. He wasn't perfect.
No.
You saw it throughout his career. He's made mistakes, but his determination to be perfect
in the gym
and just in life, in anything that he did.
Yeah, you know, we recognize people that are special.
Yeah, definitely someone that, you know, just is special and, you know, exemplifies, you know, what Kobe and that Mamba mentality, just always striving for.
I'm going to do my part.
No, for sure.
No question, to make sure the Mamba mindset that I'm grinding, I'm driving, I'm chopping wood, I'm constantly trying to get the best out of me. That's important.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Kobe, do you think the NBA should change its logo to honor him?
You know, again, grew up Laker guy, so Jerry, when I see Jerry in that jumper, I came up with Elgin Baylor and him, Happy Harrison, that's my era with him, but everything must be elevated. You know what I mean? And so change, not saying, but one should be included. So maybe there should be two. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or if we're gonna do a new one, it's time.
I think so. You know,
time.
I think the way the league looks now as well, you know,
Yeah.
I think it would definitely be a great way.
Because Jumpman is still our logo.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
I've always
Yeah,
said,
for sure,
you
for
got
sure.
the NBA,
Yeah.
then you got Jumpman.
Jumpman, right,
So when we
right,
see
right.
Mike,
Right.
that's always been our
Right,
logo,
right,
okay?
right.
So now with Kobe with the NBA, that's cool. I can do it. I can do that.
Okay, nice. Well, thank you guys so much for following and watching us. Make sure you get at me on Instagram and all social media at AladdinDAPrince. Doc, where can I
Doc
find you
Walker,
at?
yeah, I'm on Twitter. Doc Walker, Rick Doc Walker, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. Hunt me down.
Hit the follow button and the like buttons as well. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Run That Back. Until next time, run it!